What is up, YouTubers? So today is the day we start on the KLX build. Here it is. It's gonna be a beast. We got the table set up. This thing's gonna freaking take off like a rocket ship. But anyways, we're gonna start by taking the plastics off, cleaning it up just a little bit. I'm gonna armor on the inside but not the outside because I got a sweet ass graphics kit for it. So let's start by taking the plastics off and then we will go from there. And you need to fill it. I kind of like to keep it clean, but if you look close, it's kind of dirty. But it ain't too bad. And normally I'd leave the back fender on because we're working up in here in this area, but I'm gonna take it off because we've got a brand new black one that we're gonna put on there, and it's gonna look sick. So I might as well take off. Now we've got it a little cleaned up. It's not spotless by any means, but it's definitely a little bit better than it was. And we got the new rear fender on. Black. Sick. So now we're going to take the carb off, get rid of that because we got a whole new one and we got a whole new filter and everything up there. And we're going to take the exhaust off, spark plug off, get that out of the way. And also the new carb, it's a Makini carb and it's got a built-in choke. So we'll be taking all this. If you see this little ground wire right here, that ground wire, and just took a Phillips head and put it back into the frame here. We took that whole choke assembly off. We took the carb off. This is loosened up, the intake here. It's ready to come off. We got the exhaust off. It's laying right here. I might even take this apart and see if it needs repacked since it's already off, and we want it to be in the best condition it could. I'm also getting that spark plug. So it'll focus. She's got some black on her. But yeah, we got that out. We got the exhaust off. So now we're gonna start ripping it apart and see how many days it takes us to do it. So I'm guessing 2 days, maybe. It'll be back up and going again, and hopefully start it up on the first, second, maybe third, fourth kick. I don't know, but hopefully it just starts up. So let's get this torn apart. I forgot to mention, when you're doing this, mine, not all of it, but mine's got a skid plate. You're gonna want to take the skid plate off, and I also haven't drained the oil yet. So the next step is, after you get everything off up here, take this cover off and then this cover off. I've got all the bolts taken out around here, and what I did was, so I don't get it confused, I lined them up in a line. I started here with this one and then went up this way around and then ended up with a short one at the end. That way you're not getting them confused. And then we'll move on to there's these three here. This is the cam chain tensioner, and I heard those are a little tricky to get out. So after we pop this off, we'll start popping this off. I don't like using a metal hammer, but let's try to use it. Uh-oh. You need a little flathead screwdriver. and you push it in here, push it down, twist it clockwise, and then it should come right out. So let's try it. I finally got this cam chain tensioner out. I had to actually, you can see it over there, I had to take the starter off because it was a pain to get to. So now that we got this off, all we got to do now is take these 4 head bolts off. Well, I'll jump to spot. We got to take this out. We got to take these 2 bolts out here. This should slide off. And then you want to put you got little markings where it shows top dead center that lines up with that little groove right there. And then there's a little notch right here with the line on the sprocket. You got to make sure you're top dead center after you take this off, and then you can pull your head off and we'll get that taken out. I got these 4 off. Now, if you look inside, there's 2 10mm bolts. Oh, there it is, 10mm. So you take those 2 out and we'll smack it with a hammer, pop this off, and keep trucking. Let's smack it with a hammer, see what happens. We got it. So, look at those valves. I'd say it definitely needs the valves cleaned. There's the piston. It's got a little gunk on it. Okay guys, so I didn't realize my GoPro messed up. I was actually hitting stop record when I meant to hit record. So I missed a couple shots of putting the new piston on and how to do it and everything. So basically, we got the old one out, we got the new one in. It wasn't bad at all. It comes with 5 rings. You put the 2 smaller ones in the cushion. Actually, I'll show you on my old one. They're kind of simple, but it works a lot better if you've got long fingernails. So, okay. Try to get that to focus. If you look at the bottom one, it's got like a squishy, and then it's got 2 metal on the on the top and bottom. And then these 2 top ones here, there's an R on it. You put it at the top and it'll be good. But so now we're gonna clean these valves off and then slap the head on, get it back running.